Why, hello there, friends, and welcome back to Sounds of Her Love. Today, we will be playing the recently released We'll Always Be Together sort of little after story that takes place after the good ending, of which I got when I played the game a year ago. Yeah, this is actually well, it's past the year anniversary, but that's why DS Sans made this for like a commemoration of a year that the game has been out, and we get to see a little bit of what happens once the main character and Sari actually end up being together, and that made me happy. It made me happy to want, see Sari and again, because fucking everybody on the planet loved her, at least as my comments said. I mean, I loved her too. She's just such a sweetheart. She's just such a sweetheart. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Boop.
So, it's been this long, huh?
Yes, it has. Sounds of Her Level is a continuation of a pre-existing story. Okay, yeah, yes. For the full experience, it is recommended to read Sounds of Her Love before continuing. Yes, do that. Do it. I love it. It uses the original assets first presented in the parent story. Okay, I figured as much. Yeah, I get to be myself. Oh, oh, I burped. You were only away for a week. How was your trip? Her eyes dart upward to match my own, filled with their own typical aura of hesitance. Still, I had to give her some credit. She isn't blushing. After all, this is the girl I fell in love with. By now, it should be expected that I'd know all of her special quirks. I mean, how long have we been together at this point, though? Like, the things that make her Sari.
It was good.
Oh, that's just good.
Thank you.
Well, you don't need to thank me. There's no need to be this shy. We are dating, but she really hasn't changed. Her hair, gently swaying in the urban breeze, still flows gracefully down her shoulders like a stream, each golden strand glistening in the sunlight. Almost said moonlight. A charming aspect I can't cease to enjoy. Maybe now, with all our problems behind us, we can really bring on a new feeling to our everyday lives.
It's just,
Yes?
I missed you.
Oh, well, are you just a sweetheart? Shouting out her words, Sari shifts her vision quickly to the side, avoiding my bemused gaze. I'm pretty sure she grabbed the attention from some few passersby, too. I imagine her literally shouting that. Like she said. Despite it being pretty, letting her stand there nuzzled in this all cold autumn breeze would be wrong if I didn't give her a response. I've missed you too, Sari. But, we should probably get going to school. Lifting my wrist slowly, my fingers tap against the smooth glass of my watch, captivating Sari's amber eyes as they slowly widen in shock. Oh, shit.
We're late? No, that can't be.
No, it's true. I don't think she's ever been late before. Her reserved, timid nature couldn't possibly handle the harsh scolding that's usually bestowed upon typical delinquents. It'd be cruel, but awfully cute to watch. Imagining her scrunching her eyelids as if to quickly tuck herself away like a deer caught in headlights. As adorable as she'd be, there's no need to put her through all that sort of torment. After all, I can appreciate her innocence anytime I please. She's standing right there, the girl I can't help but love. Well, then we should probably get a move on then. Matching her skin with mine in one swoop move. I clutch her hand tightly enough to cause the usual crimson glow to appear across her delicate cheeks. Fancy a run?
Again?
Again? As cliche as it may be, I can't help but cherish the small things about our relationship, the things that really bring us together. With our duet ready to begin, our legs move in unison, ready to take on the challenge before us of getting to school on time. Let's go! Setting off swiftly, I turn my neck to take another glance at the girl whimsically running along beside me. Her hair, tousled by our quick movements against the wind, still gracefully caresses her ever-endearing beauty. In a way, I guess I'm lucky to find such a treasure.
Okay.
She's always so. I just. Uh, sh- I think I said this before, but the voice actress really did a good job. God damn it! Why can't I remember her name? Look, it's been a week, guys. I haven't recorded done diddly anything for like a few days because of my trip. Feeling the wind gently sweep across my face, my eyes shift upwards, greeted by the vision of the school before us. Watching countless students flow through the doors towards class, following their respective routines. It's enough to tell me we've made it on time, thank fuck. Slowing to a stop, still held by my hand, Sari takes a few resting breaths as her braids dangle over a now slumped set of shoulders. I can't help but join her.
We made it.
Oh, jeez. Just in time, too. In actual fact, I don't think we were really that late to begin with, judging by the number of students still easing their way through the gates. Fuck! Regardless, being together with Sari is enough to brighten my sour thoughts, even if I'm now considerably weakened.
Shall we go inside? It's cold.
Oh, is it that cold? As she still clutches my hand tightly, oh, each shiver from her warm body reaches across to mine. It's only October, but it really has gotten a lot colder, even after our faithful run. I can't keep her here for much longer. Come here, I'll hold you for a little bit. Shh, that's a good idea. Oh. Strolling down the now too familiar corridor across class brain towards brain Space Marines, with the girl I cherish still gripping my hand tightly, we arrive at the school door. The school door, not the door. It's not a school. I mean, it can be a school door, which signals our separation. It's funny to think that after arriving here just over a month ago, things like this now seem fairly normal to me. Turning to face her, our eyes together, peering towards one another, Sari's blush still looms on her face from before, as she looks back towards me with a shy yet alluring smile. Her lips glistening as the sunlight streaming from the glass panes behind us meets them. She knows just as well as I do it's time to say goodbye. But really, it won't be long.
I'll see you later. Okay?
Okay, it's not gonna be that long. Did you remember to bring your lunch money again?
Of course I did. I wouldn't want you to pay for me again.
Oh, I'll pay for you anytime. It's not like I wouldn't. You don't have to worry about that, but anyway, I'll see you at lunch, okay?
Okay.
Good. Turning around in a frail manner, Sari moves forward with her back to me, heading off to her own class. After not seeing her for the past week, knowing that this isn't a long goodbye is enough to warm my heart. And enough for me to realize that I've been standing in the corridor for far too long. To be normal, anyway. I guess it's time to head inside. Sitting in my usual seat, the aura of typical classroom chanting. Did I say chanting? Why are they chanting? Spans the space around me in the form of trivial conversations. The class, as always, full of lethargy as we wait patiently for our teacher to arrive. The teacher's gonna be late. What's the point of coming to class anyway in this day and age? What do you mean? I hate it too, but fuck, man, everyone's gotta come. Didn't you hear? There's this girl in the Northeast scoring highly on the national tests. What's the point of dumbasses like us going to school when there's smartasses like that around? To get a job? It's not like I want you in my class either with attitudes like that. The class falls silent, now aware of the teacher's presence. Considering we have biology, I know this is gonna be a long couple hours. Yep. Lunch couldn't come any sooner. Man, kids, remember, don't do your homework. Fuck homework. As long as you do the test, you'll be good. See, I could have gotten straight A's, but fuck, man. I could not be bothered to do homework. I just did good on everything else and got straight B's. Okay, sometimes I did my homework, but I never took it home. I did it in class itself while the teacher was talking. Good strategies. Drawing to an end, The class resumes the prior activity from this morning as conversations bounce around the room in preparation for lunch. All around me, people rise from their seats as a cluttered crowd forms around the class door. Oh, it might take me a while to get out, rather a couple seconds longer. However, that amount of time is still enough to cause irritation. Within me, my heart beats to see Sari, to see that smile once again. Greeted by the corridor, the repeated routine of joining the shifting masses of students towards the cafeteria plays in usual fashion. Another insignificant but somehow special part of my life. Each day, moving forward with people which I could still consider total strangers, heading towards the girl that I love. And those sandwiches are okay too, I guess. Dude, are they like hot sandwiches or cold sandwiches? Standing in a line in the cafeteria, a quick glance around me, despite being filled with a scene of lively students eating food, shows no sign of Sari. Oh, she's probably like a little bit late. Having agreed to meet her here for simplicity, this is the first time we've actually been able to get food together. It's not like I disliked waiting for her outside class. Being able to see her cute face light up in surprise whenever she saw me, even though she knew I'd be there, was always a delight. However, cluttering up the corridors wasn't the best option, nor was getting pushed into by people eager to get some food. Oh, that'd be me. I'd be like, get out of my way. So now here I am, feet placed sturdily on the ground, waiting for her. Did I say sturdily? Whatever. Slowly inclining forward as the line progressively gets shorter. Ah! It's always nice to treat yourself to lunch after a long weekend. It's a shame they don't sell these beef sandwiches anywhere else, though. It's no surprise these 100% Welsh beef sandwiches are still popular. They're always in short supply. Oh, yeah! Can't you just, buy more than one and take them home? Holy hell, man, you're a genius. Oh, God. Can you do that? You ought to join one of those clubs. They'd need a guy like you there. What he means by one of those clubs, I don't fucking know. However, I do know that I'm nowhere near smart enough to top any leaderboards. We got street smarts. Besides, who'd want to spend time at a club when walking home with Sari is much more enjoyable? Yup.
There you are.
Oh.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
What do you mean? We agreed to meet here, you derp. Hey, it looks like you got yourself some 100% Welsh beef there too, huh? Ah? He's just nudging me. And then all the while being nudged. Yes, I knew it! All the while being nudged on the arm, I'm not sure whether I want to punch him or laugh. I'd be laughing so hard. I love stupid jokes like that, and like stupid shit like that. I don't know. Sari trots up to my side, taking her place in the line for food too. Her glasses being slightly ajar on her face adds to her innocent and frail appearance. I can imagine her having ran here, not wanting to be too late to join me. Brushing up against my side, her arm briefly skirts across mine, causing us to meet one another again. Lately, I've noticed her standing increasingly closer to me than before. Maybe that's part of being in love. Oh, hell yes. Whoa! Or maybe it's her lack of self-awareness. No matter what it is, though, there'll always be one word to describe it. Cute. That's literally Sari in a nutshell. Shit. Oh my god, what is wrong with me talking today?
Sorry about that.
Oh, there's nothing to be sorry about. It's okay, Sari. It's fine. Wasn't it Carrie or Sari? I always called her Sari in my head. So, I'm pretty sure someone told me how to say it, but I still said Sari. Just because I don't know, I'm weird. You just bruised me, that's all. You hurt me! It's funny to tease her. A bruise wouldn't even form this quickly.
Are you okay? Sorry.
Oh, I'm joking. Placing my hand gently upon her golden hair, Sari moves her eyes upwards before going red in her characteristic manner of embarrassment.
Not here.
What do you mean? Yeah, man. Wait. Yeah, man, we're at the front of the queue anyway. Save that lovey-dovey stuff for later. Maybe it was a bit too forward, but she is my girlfriend after all. Public displays of affection are kind of weird sometimes. Lifting my hand away from Sari, I turn to face the selection of goods available on offer. That 100% Welsh beef, if you know. It's probably better if we just got something and sat down. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Just following suit, Sari grabs a small salad box from the corner and trails behind me, curving herself around the chairs of our fellow students. Oh, is she trying to watch her weight? She don't need to. It's amusing to see so much consideration placed into her movements, particularly at the expense of people who did so little to help her, because fuck them! On the other hand, I'd be happy to bump into anyone if they're in my way, you know.
Shall we, sit by here?
We can sit wherever you want, baby. Stood beside an explicitly empty table, tucked almost nearly out of sight, Sari peers purely towards me with her golden eyes wide as she waits a response. Sure, here's fine. Whether she wants to tuck herself away from everybody else or whether she wants a bit of privacy, I couldn't mind. For me, it's good to be alone with her, even in a room full of people. Hey, is there space going here, man? Ah, I see you chose the sandwich too. Ah, nice choice. And her. Ugh, salad. Well, it doesn't look like she could handle a lot of meat anyway. You know what I'm saying, buddy? No, there isn't space here. Get the fuck out of my face. Damn, man, chill. I thought we were friends. I mean, I don't know why I changed his voice to be more skeevy. I don't even know your name. You're just fucking classmate to me. Look. You don't need to. Walking away with a wink, he disappears off into the crowded expanse of a table further along. Good thing he's gone. Why'd he wink at me, fucker?
What did he mean by...
You don't need to worry about it. It was pretty funny, though. Looking downward, Sari fiddles with her fingers as the table goes silent. It's only the two of us, which makes the entire thing even more awkward. She either wants to ask something or something's wrong. Hopefully it's the former.
Are you doing anything after school?
My schedule's open. Lucky me. No, I'm pretty much always free. That's me. If I went home early, I'd have to face the wrath of my father, prying his hands deep into my social life. That or be privy to another argument about toast.
Good. It'd be bad if you joined a club or something.
Oh yeah, when our dad was just like, is it a girl? Yes! We're just like, God damn it, Dad. It's not like I could join any anyway, or rather that I'd be interested.
Do you want...
Yes. Want to what? Come on. Shh.
Do you want to go on a date with me?
Oh, you're damn right I do. Me and everyone else in the fucking comments. Blurting out the question, Sari's face reddens almost as instantly as she averts her eyes away. What does she expect me to say? It's not like I'd refuse. Of course I do. I wouldn't ever tell you otherwise. Reverting her eyes towards me, Sari leaves her mouth ajar as she stalls for her own words. Seeing her like this, it's kind of cute. Having really introduced myself to her in this very hall, it's almost nostalgic, despite us only being together for the past month.
Thank you.
You don't even need to say thank you. It's not something I need to be thanked for. Oh, the giggle. Ending my sentence with a smile, Sari lets out a small laugh in response, enough to make me fall in love with her all over again.
Then it's sorted. I'll be waiting for you, okay?
Where are we meeting? Tucking into her salad, I joined Sari in beginning one of my many lunches together. Even if the break is closing on in its end. Being here with her, I couldn't be any happier. Same.
I'll be waiting here. For you.
Okay. Idling beside the doors to class, once again, Sarah and I are faced with the threat of separation. After what we've been through, facing this sort of predicament is rather comical. She could be sitting around in class right now, 6,000 miles away, all positively fleeted from her body. Yep. Or rather, probably asleep, given the differences in time zones, but the point still stands. Fuck, we're glad that didn't happen. I'm honestly glad that she was able to stay, that we had a chance to tell each other our feelings. I love you, Sari. Oh!
What?
Oh! You couldn't have forgotten, could you?
No! Of course not. I love you too.
Ah! Looking up at me with a gentle smile on her smile, her cheeks as always stain a deep shade of rose as she's graced by the afternoon sunlight. Each part of her delicate face lit up by the essence of nature. It's picturesque.
I'll see you later.
Okay. I'll see you later. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's gonna be after school, isn't it? Oh. Drawing to an end, once again the class emits the very same sluggish aura, with everyone just about finished for the day. Me. Having transferred here not too long ago, it's these very unchanging aspects of school life I've become used to all over again. However, there's one thing which continues to surprise. A girl who continues to find ways to make me smile. Joining the mass of students as always, I make my way out of class. Sari, yes. With various students passing through my field of view, my eyes spot a faint glimpse of golden flowing braids done neatly with care, topped off with 2 little red bows. It's not too hard to guess who this person is. Moreover, knowing she's here for me lightens my heart, even though it was to be expected. Making my way towards her, she lifts her head to catch mine in view and sets up the very same scenario of out of habit. Amber eyes caught in surprise, matched by a deeply shredded pair of cheeks with her mouth slightly ajar, trying to catch something to say. She's nervous. She's Sari. Sari?
Good morning.
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you derp.
Oh, right.
You doing alright over here? For whatever reason, she's acting weirder than normal. It's not like I dislike that awkward side of her, rather it's truly what makes her special to me. However, from time to time there's enough of a reason to ask questions. Having blared out her emotions to me just under a month ago, seeing her shell herself up again like this is something strange.
I'm just nervous, is all.
You've been together a month!
You really make me happy.
Oh, hearing those words, it's something reassuring. Our love being securely founded, binding us together. I have to admit, you also make me feel a little nervous. Sari looks on, bemused by my words, stretching out my arm towards her. My fingers jolt her hair aside as I gently flick her on her forehead. Wham! Ow! You fuck! Don't feel so bad about it. You make me happy too, alright? Taking the first steps through the corridor with my feet meeting the polished floor below, I began to make my way outside with school now over for the day. Sari, taking her cue, trails alongside me as we wander through swaths of students heading outside together. A couple. Couldn't have asked for more. Welcomed by a soft autumn breeze against our skin, Sari and I stand beside the school gates in an idyllic fashion. Shit brain. Her, however, having somehow taken grasp of my hand whilst we were walking, being the first to speak up.
Date.
Yes. A date. So, what was it you planned on doing? Seeing that you asked. I feel like she didn't. It's not that I'd really care in the end, or truthfully doing anything with her is enough to satisfy me. I'd just be fine standing here with her, our hands together, embraced by the warm afternoon sun set against us. That's kind of me, like, as long as I'm with the person I care about, I really don't care what we do, or if we even do anything.
Shall we go into town?
Are we gonna go to the library? As expected, we're going to the city. Despite being a fun trip, I wish I had the chance to do more with her. Regardless, around here there aren't many opportunities for outings other than the city. Still, complaining isn't a good virtue. I'll have plenty of chances to spend time with her as life itself steams on ahead. A summer trip would be fun if I'm patient to wait for it. Seeing her in a swimsuit would be nice. Oh.
Well...
Can we? Can we just say, like... Imagine Sari in a swimsuit. Like, she's one of those girls that you're just like... I don't really want to sexualize her in any sort of way because she's just so innocent. But, like, she's thick. Alright? With 17 Qs. Okay? Like, that's... Zoning out is never a great idea. Yeah, that'd be great. Curling her lips into a delicate smile, it's enough to make my own emotions flourish as a smile of my own. After meeting her, I've really become a different person. But it's the person I've always dreamt of being. I'm glad this was made. With Sari at my side, the pair of us stand and wonder at the world around us. People moving in each and every direction, heading on with their daily lives. It shouldn't be surprising, but even for us, seeing so many people in one place is still a bit of a shock. I hate people. One day, maybe we'll be in their very positions, moving forward together towards the future as our relationship continues to bloom, but still two ordinary people to any passers-by.
Well, we're here.
The situation we find ourselves in, too, isn't all that surprising either. Both of us at odds as to what we want to do together. An entire city around us, an entire world to explore, but still just as content standing together here as one. I'm glad this was the girl that caught my heart. How about we go for a walk? The very same thing we did together just only a month ago that had brought us this close. A walk. A walk through the city. Together. I could enjoy browsing the library just as much, window shopping, or even spending time at a cafe. Being here with her, though, having the opportunity to do something so meaningful again is what I'd choose to do. To go back to that place where we finally connected, where we told each other how we felt and the world around us too.
Sure. I'd love that.
Good. Shh. Taking my hand once again, Sari looks upwards at that with that very faint brain smile. My own reflection crystal clear in her hazel eyes when she looks at me. I wonder what she sees. For me, seeing her, the thing within my eyes is the person I've always been looking for.
Here we are.
This is where it happened. Arriving beneath the very same set of trees. The very same view as before, the two of us stand almost as statues whilst various couples walk on by together. I guess now we really do blend in with them. This place always has been known as the date spot. Even now, that still holds true. Here I am with Sari, on a date. You're not going to confess to me again, are you?
What? You know,
Oh, I love you, Sari. Please marry me. Ah!
Isn't it a bit too early for that?
I was just gonna say, man.
We haven't even...
Shh. I was just practicing. Ah, he's so smooth. He's smoother than me. And I'm not smooth. I'm a lumbering fucking... Carried by a slight laugh, my teasing falls upon deaf ears. Sari, oddly enough, still stands by my side with a stoic look engraved upon her face by her features. Eyes directed towards the ground, lips firmly flat, almost frowning even. Still, against the passing autumn breeze, hair ruffling about it as it gently strokes the skin of her cheeks, Sari remains almost motionless, a fragment of time. 'Cause she wanted to say yes. I'd be hard-pressed to find something that wasn't wrong in the scene before me. Are you sure you're alright? You've been acting a little weird all day.
It's just strange, you know?
What?
That so much has happened in the last month.
Now that's a truther. Really, I couldn't agree with her more.
You really mean a lot to me.
Oh, I know. Peering once again towards me, Sari's face carries a look of sincerity, enough to pierce through my heart like a dagger. If I had any doubts, which I don't, one look at her would be more than enough to prove how she really feels. You mean a lot to me too, Sari. I don't think you need me to tell you that. I'd be wrong if I didn't tell her that I feel the same.
But it's nice, isn't it?
She's right. Stuck by a lone gust of wind, Sari's braids sway almost diligently in the breeze, as if they were trying to make her look even more beautiful in this moment. Our date almost looming to an end, despite us not really doing anything. But what we did do was important to us. Staring at the sky above, I watch as the sun dawns closer towards the horizon. Going on a date straight after school really cuts down our time here. Coming here again would be nice. It's getting late. Almost out of instinct, Sari places her hand in mine once again and gently squeezes, her warmth distinct against the cold autumn air.
We should head home then.
Yeah. Despite finding herself flustered over these sorts of things, it doesn't stop her from enjoying that feeling. The feeling of being close. It's something I can enjoy too. I feel like this is about to end. Strolling down the street, the cool autumn air sends chills across me as I walk hand in hand with Sari, returning home from our date. At times like these, it's really hard not to appreciate the wonders of life. The what-if scenario we so truly love to come up with as people. What if Sari didn't drop her library card on the way to school? What if I didn't leave for school early that day? What if she met someone else? Oh, it's hard not to find yourself depressed mulling over such topics. However, as we move along, I know heartedly that things worked out in the end. For both of us.
Are you cold? Perhaps we should have dinner.
Ooh. What were you thinking? I'd happily have some more of your dad's cooking.
Well, I want to see your house for a change.
You giving me a smug face right now? Curling her lips into a complacent grin, Sari's smug side shines through her usual timid personality. For her, it's an innocent suggestion, going to see her boyfriend's house. However, I'm privy to the world beyond those doors, and I know for a fact taking her there would not end well. With a distinct gulp, I brace every ounce of my body to respond to her inquisition. It'd be mean to bluntly reject her idea, but there must be something I can do to stop us going in that direction. You know, my mom's not really a good cook. That's a lie, but hopefully it'll throw her off the topic.
That's okay.
Alright.
I just wanted to see what it's like. Isn't that fine?
Do you really want my dad to be fucking harassing us? Yeah, it's fine. In the end, with her cute expression held dead straight against my own eyes, I can't turn her down. Whatever happens, it's not my fault, right? All I have to do is introduce her to my family. It's not that much of a problem. Yeah, is what I like to think. Still, I was going to have to face this burden eventually. I can't keep my family hidden forever. It'd be rude to do so, despite how unique they are. I'll just have to call them. With a quick press on the screen, I lift my phone to my ear as Sari watches on with a confused articulation made profound by her features. Quite possibly, she's at odds as to why I'm so hesitant to get this over with. But she'll soon find out what it is. Hey, hello, who might this be? Unconventionally, my father answers the phone brashfully. Hey, Dad. Son, we've been wondering where you are. I've just been out. In hindsight, I should have probably let someone know I would be coming home later than usual, but there's no fixing on that anymore. Now, with Sari by my side, shivering slightly as she stands within the path of a typical autumn gust, getting this call over with is my top priority. Not just to get her out of the cold, but my father has a habit of dragging on conversations by asking unnecessary questions. Out Out where? Didn't I tell you? If you've been on any dates, I want to know about it. I need to be on the action, alright? In the background, my mother's muffled voice can just about be distinguished. It sounds as if she's scolding him. Anyway, your mother's dinner's almost ready, so be sure to get home quick. There won't be any time left by the time you get back. I wouldn't be surprised. Would it be okay if I brought someone over? She normally cooks enough for two of you, you know. Do whatever you please, son, as long as it doesn't bother me. How he expects me to know what he'd be bothered by is just another oddity fitting of this man. No matter what, though, I can't change the fact that he's my father. At the times he isn't butting his way into my social life, I can really appreciate the upbringing he gave me. Nevertheless, bringing Sari anywhere near him is likely to send him into a frenzy. As reluctant as I am, I still have that very girl peering towards me with their typical sheepish gaze. Turning her down isn't an option. Alright, I'll be home soon. Oh, Jesus. Hanging up in an almost instant, I returned my phone to its usual home within my pocket and turned towards Sari with an uneasy smile. You know, you don't hear usual home of the pocket because most people just have their phones in their hands and they piss me off. I hope you like bangers and mash. Given that she's Welsh, she's undoubtedly familiar with our British cuisine. Despite being Japanese, my father's Anglophilia inhibits us from eating any real native food.
That's fine. I'm glad that I'm allowed to come over.
Yeah, well, running her delicate hand over the strands of her silky hair, Sari responds with an endearing smile. Maybe in that end, letting my family know of our relationship isn't such a bad idea. Having found a girl so perfect, I don't think my father would be disappointed. Nah, he'll be fine. Even finding a girl alone would be enough to satisfy him. Hopefully he'll stop pestering me over the topic now that he can finally see who I've fallen for. Well, we should probably get going.
It's cold.
Shh, come here. Let me wrap my arm around you. Oh, Jesus, it's happening. As our feet tap against the floor, the pair of us embrace the warmth of my house, passing through the door I've become so familiar with. Not long ago, everything about my life had been shifted around, moved, and adjusted. Having gotten so used to life here, having arrived not so long ago, it's great that so much has happened in the time we've been here. It's great that I found a life I'm happy with.
So, this is your house?
Yep. Let's just avoid father and it might not be as fancy as hers, despite my father's earnings, but living anywhere else would be no doubt feel strange. As humans, despite fearing change, we adapt to it ever so quickly. That's true. You're always afraid to change. Or change something about your life or whatever. But once it's actually done, you don't even... It becomes the new norm, you know? It's real weird. I'm home! Almost as if prompt, the sound of footsteps make themselves distinct from the living room. Here goes! Oblivious, Sari stands and watches it inquisitively as a broad man blocks our path. It's a shame she plays the harp and not the flute. Oh, son, you're back! And... Never in my life have I seen this man silent so suddenly, her eyes fixed towards Sari as if he was staring right at the heart of an alien world. No ounce of expression remains on his typically emotive face. Whatever he's thinking, whatever happens next is not my responsibility. Son, I've never been more proud of you in my life. When's the wedding? When's the wedding?
Wedding?
He's crying. With a hearty laugh, he continues on with his inquisitions, set off almost in a state of disbelief and euphoria. You sure have gotten... Oh, you've caught a nice catch, son. What's the fine girl's name?
Carrie. Short for Caradwin.
Yep, I knew it was Carrie. I'm still saying Sari, though. Welsh, huh? I thought you didn't look Japanese. Oh, it's nice to meet you, It's Sari, right? I'm gonna call you Sari. I mean, it's not like the fact wasn't obvious.
It's nice to meet you.
Darling, come here for a second. We have guests. And by guests, you mean guest. Despite being a renowned author, my family still groups me as one of those said guests, even though Sari's the only one here. Emerging from the kitchen, my mother looks onwards towards Sari with a slightly milder sense of surprise than my father's. Don't tell her I said she's a bad cook. Welcome home, son. It looks like your father's words have really gotten to you then, Smiling before us, taking her place next to my father, she looks onwards towards Sari with a smile. Friendly smile. It's nice to meet you.
Carrie.
It was Sari, right? That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
She's just too shy to, not correct them. If her father was here, I'd expect him to comment something like, I chose it myself, but I'm honestly glad someone in my family can greet her like a normal person. So, Sari, what does your family do? Surely a girl like that has a wealthy background. She goes to that school after all.
My father? He's an engineer.
Ooh, an engineer? You know, I can respect. What about your mother? Oh.
My mother?
We don't talk about the mom. Sari almost falls silent, save for her breathing. Her face, it's an expression I didn't think I'd ever have to see again. Her entire aura now shifted by a cloud of depression. Her troubles come back to haunt her. Fuck that mom! Unintentionally, my father stands there clueless as his gaze increases the pressure upon us. I had to do something. She's an optician. Throwing out the first thing I could think of, hopefully it's enough to deflect the conversation. I can't let Sari feel sad again. Optician? You better be getting a good deal on those glasses then, girl, yeah! Sari raises her head, a clear look of woe still lingering in her eyes. Regardless of that fact, my father continues as if nothing is abnormal. He apparently didn't catch the sadness. Well, I'll leave you two lovebirds at it. Who knows? Maybe one day she'll actually be your girlfriend.
I am his girlfriend.
Damn! Letting the cat out of the bag, my father looks on towards Sari with the same expressionless stare before turning to another brash smile. Son, I'm glad I didn't wear one. You can't just say that to him. He knows it's a joke. That's literally like how my dad can be sometimes. It's so weird. As the pair walk up to the kitchen, engaged in another session of family banter, Sari and I are left alone in the hallway, together, silent. Whew. Well, those are my parents. Are you okay? Delving back into the topic of her mother is not something either of us really want, but I can't leave her alone in a saddened state. I can't let her continue to bear those feelings, those burdens.
It's fine.
All good.
Thank you for clearing it up.
Okay. Raising her head to line her eyes with mine, Sari catches me once again in her trance. Cheeks reddened. She puffs them up once she's taken notice of me.
You like looking at me, don't you?
Who doesn't? I can't help it. That's your fault. She responds with a warm, cute giggle.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to see your room. And just how messy it really is.
Excuse me! I only have clothes on the floor in the closet. Leaving me with a smug grin, Sari boldly makes her way past me towards the staircase. Hey! It's almost reminiscent, following her very footsteps up a flight of stairs. Now that she's here before me, and not sitting in some field 6,000 miles west of here, I can really be content with the scene before me, knowing that we found one another. See, it's not that messy after all. Idling within my room, I watch on as Sari stands motionless, taking in the environment around her. The evening light embracing her skin as she stands facing out towards the world outside. A world moving right before her eyes, yet she still stands there motionless. Remaining rather distant, a small sigh escapes her mouth, enough to tell me that something's wrong. Throughout the day, glimpses of Sari's own feelings have reached out, manifested themselves. I should have noticed sooner. It's unlike her to be blatant about her feelings. Sari?
I don't deserve this.
What do you mean?
I don't.
Sari! Well, please, what's wrong?
It's just unreal.
I feel like it's more surreal than anything.
There isn't anything special about me.
Oh! Turning around, Sari's body now faces straight towards me. Her face coated in a familiar sense of woe. A feeling I never wanted to feel again, rising up from inside.
Nobody has ever been nice to me before. All my life. My mother. My classmates.
Again, fuck them!
I've never known anything different. Please, just tell me the truth.
What? Lifting her head, Sari looks deep within my eyes, teardrops welling up against the amber within hers. Seeing her like this, knowing what she's been through, I can't blame her. For me, the past month has felt like a dream. I've even tried pinching myself just to make sure, but there's no doubting it. Right now, I'm in a relationship with her, as if we were made for each other. As cliche as it may be, I don't think I'd ever be happy with anyone else. That's why I can't let it all fall down. If she wants the truth, then I'll happily give it to her. I wasn't lying when I told you that you were important, Sari. Just over a month ago, we were in the very same situation. Sari, before me, lost in a world of darkness. I want to be her light as much as she's mine. Over and over, I tell myself how important Sari has been to me. Moving here, lost in a new world, Sari pulled me out of what I once thought to be a dead end. See, she gave me a chance to change myself. Whether you think you deserve it or not, none of that matters to me. What matters is right here. Placing my finger upon my chest, Sari directs her eyes toward the very essence of love itself. Heart. I love you, Sari. And nothing is going to change that. You'll always be special to me. She lifts her head once more, now with a look of relief in her eyes. With all the hardships this girl has faced, knowing that we can overcome them together is an indescribable feeling. Like love, but better. But there can't be anything better than that.
I'm sorry. But being with you makes me happy.
Oh, that's good.
I really love you.
Ah! Making her way over to me, Sari wraps her arms around me tightly as if she never wants to let go. It's okay. The smooth skin of her cheeks brushing gently against my neck. There couldn't be anything more sincere. As she finishes nuzzling against my sweater, Sari wipes the teardrops out of her eyes. Even with reddened eyes and damp cheeks, she still can't be described with any word other than beautiful. Or at least something along those lines. You really are silly, you know. Ruffling the hair upon her head, Sari pouts as she quickly regains her composure. It's a heartwarming feeling, having been through bullying, bearing witness to an unstable marriage, having been left lonely in this world. A life like this can't be easy to accept. Nevertheless, I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy, to see her smile.
Close your eyes.
Okay. Oh. Following her orders, my eyes close tightly as the world disappears before me. It's strange. We function by receiving inputs from the world around us. Synaptic responses, if you will. Having completely blocked the space around me from my sight, each breath Sari and I take, each slight feeling against my skin, every sense becomes even more important. Something warm and moist lands itself upon my cheek. Ah! She really did it, didn't she? As I lift them open my eyes, before me stands a girl, adorned in a tan sweater, her silky hair done neatly into 2 braids resting over her shoulders. This girl stands there complacent, with her lips curled into an adorable smile. No matter how I look at it, this is the girl I've fallen in love with. Whatever could have happened is none of our concern. It's a world now behind us. What really matters is our feelings. At the end of the day, it's clear that we both feel the same.
Let's always stay together.
Ah! Oh, wait. Oh, is that how it ends? It probably... Yep, there it goes. I knew it. Oh. Space Marines? Oh. Alright, well. So that was that. I like that little, I like when developers will go back to a game that they've made and say, you know what? We can do more. We can add a little bit of something to, you know, to just add more to the world or to the characters or whatever it may be. And there's the voice actress. I was trying to remember her name. Fuck! Anyway. It's just a really nice thing when developers do this. You know, whoa, what is going on with the things? I just look over at the recording and it just like bleh, died for some reason. But I like that. I like that. It's a nice little thing that happened. And you know, surprising enough, this isn't gonna be the last we see Carrie. All right, because DS Sans is working on a new game called Chemically Bonded, which you know, they're working on it, and it's going. What the shit? Whoa! Oh, okay. Oh, I was confused there. I promise I'll make a real sequel one day. Yeah, see? Right there. Fuck! No! Yeah, follow Twitter. You'll learn more about Chemically Bonded. But recently, they were like, you know, if this gets enough likes or whatever, Sari's gonna be put into Chemically Bonded somehow. And so they did. And now Sari actually has like a sprite and shit that's gonna be in the game. I'm interested in how she ends up going to that school. And, you know, I don't know, but there's 2 other waifus as well, so. But Sari in that game is not gonna get a route. And that makes sense because, you know, she's like madly in love with the main character here, us. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. And, yeah. I still like this game. And I will see you next time.